Hi guys, so this is my latest build. It's a 6502 computer. So it basically consists of the 6502 microprocessor. It contains also 32K of ROM and 32K of SRAM. And it also has some address decode logic with a 7400 NAND gate, which is for this 65C22 versatile interface adapter. So basically the different addresses that you decode will let you, output to this display, for the B port, or control what's happening on the display with the A port. So I won't go too deep into that. If you guys would like to see the code and a more in-depth schematic, I can go over it. But for now, I'd like to show you guys it actually outputting Hello World. So I'll reset the CPU with that button, and you'll see it starts outputting Hello World. So the way that it works is, in the code I basically defined a character array, and then I looped through the character array and brought the enable line high and then low to actually put the character out. So the initialization steps took place before that. The initialization basically was me clearing the display, setting the rows and columns of the display that I'm using, setting the cursor position, and setting the cursor to input mode. And then, yeah, basically controlling the register select of the display. It's all actually extremely simple to interface with a display like this with the 6502, or in any way, shape, or form. I really don't like using the Arduino Liquid Crystal library because it doesn't really give you that nice control over the display. I'd rather just control it like from scratch, basically. So even when I use one of these displays with an Arduino, I like to just control it in the same way. And that's actually how I figured out how to control it with the 6502, because I basically had to convert the Arduino into machine language, and that was not very hard at all. So these data lines connect to this A port, or sorry, to the B port, which also has these LEDs. And then the control lines for the display connect to the A port, and there's a few buttons I added for input, but they don't do anything right now. And then it also has this little potentiometer to control the backlight of the display. So I'll put it back to full brightness, bring it down. Oops, I kind of disconnected it for a second. And then it has this, I think this is the contrast pin. I have it just hooked up to a resistor. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this. And in the next video I will actually be building, so let me explain. So there's a caveat to using a display like this. It's really actually a pain in the ass to output like a hexadecimal or numerical value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use ROMs, and the ROMs will hook up to 7-segment displays to output the hex value on this B port. The reason that it's kind of a pain in the ass is that this is a character LCD, so it's not really for outputting numbers very easily. You would have to convert the actual number into an ASCII string, like a hexadecimal string. And the way you would basically have to do that is, if the number is less than 0, is between 0 and 9, you would just have to add the value of ASCII 0. And then if it was higher than 9, let's say the value was an ASCII A, so then you would have to add the ASCII value of A, which is, I believe, hexadecimal 40. Now that's not super tedious to do with the code. Basically you'd have to separate it into the upper and lower nibbles of the A port. But I thought an easier way would be to just connect the lower nibble to one 7-segment display, 0 through F, and then the upper nibble to another hexadecimal so another 7-segment display, 0 through F. So that'll be coming up very soon. And by the way, if you guys want to see more about this kit is actually, or this project was actually based off of Ben Eater's kit. I basically just used this schematic that he has on his website, beneater.com, I think it is, or I forgot. But you could watch his channel, and you could also try to build this off of his kit, because I don't really feel like writing out a schematic for it, especially because it's extremely simple. It's nothing too complicated. In the next video I might also go over this little Logic Probe I made, which made, you know, debugging my circuit a lot easier. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want the code for this, or if you want a link to Ben Eater's website, which has the schematics. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.